Hello? Alright, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn the volume on. It is Monday afternoon, just before close. We got like 9 minutes left. I'm getting this out here now because we had a couple big plays today, and I'm going into the Lucci webcast at 4:30. I didn't really want to crunch myself with time. I wanted to make sure I had enough time to do this and get over there in time for that. I do suggest everybody go to that webcast. It's free. A lot of good information, and a lot of the things he talks about are things that I use. But with that being said, we're going to quickly just go over everything that happened today. Obviously, we had this Apple I'm really bullish on. I've been waiting for this setup for a little over a week now. Finally got confirmation that this is going to happen, or at least in my eyes. My next real confirmation will come right around 55, which is the strike that I'm going to be playing tomorrow. As far as close, I'm loving this action right now. I'm hoping for a sub 45 close, more specifically a 43 close. What we're dealing with tomorrow is Apple has a hearing in front of the feds or some crap like that about tax accounting and stuff like that. That to me is going to be a non-event. What I do want to show you is right around when this Apple started running here today to break this high and go into the 45s. I was sitting here watching my platform like I always do all day, and I noticed some weird things going on, and I'm hoping I can still get to it. I guess not, but prior to 15:19 mark on the time here, so that was 3:19. From 3:09 to 3:19, it's not going to show it here, I guess, but Apple got a news every minute on the minute. And why that's important is because there's these algorithms out there that read the news, they decide whether the news is good news or bad news, and then they act accordingly. What that means is right around let's see, 15. All right, here. That's 15 flat, so that's 3 o'clock. Right around here, we started getting news, and look, huge ramp job up. That's like it's a 3-point move when Apple was just chopping away. That's because of the news, but I knew that was going to happen when I started seeing the news come out. That's something to keep an eye on, something to pay attention to. But this Apple's falling off right now. I think everybody's worried about tomorrow and don't want to hold positions going into close, which is fine. I still see massive accumulation going on on both the daily time frame and a little bit less on the weekly, but the weekly is showing me room for a big old run here, and that's good and great. What I'm going to be doing tomorrow is I'm praying for a either gap down and a dip, or a flat-ish open within a point or two, and then a dip off that open, right around into the 440, 439 perhaps, and I'm going to load my boat full with as many calls as I can and ride this sucker out. My projection has always been 446. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that, but I'm going to add a secondary projection of my upper Keltner channel. So 454 and change. That's just something to keep an eye on, and that's what I'm looking for going into tomorrow. Price line, we established that it was going to break this high and some serious running. Got news out today. I could see that from the accumulation that something was going to happen. That was another great play, but Priceline's one of those stocks that unfortunately is just way, way expensive, and you pay to play, and it was a gap up, so you had to go into Friday holding the position. Didn't really work out unless you got the bankroll to do that. Baidu, we said was going to target that gap area, and it is now in the gap area. I'm still seeing room for a push more. It's kind of getting into that oversold or overbought territory, but there's a ton of accumulation lately. So I do like a move into 105 and try and fill that gap there. I very much like that, but that's something that's probably going to end up on the back burner only because I really want this Apple play. Like, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Goldman, we said was going to break that high and tread into the 160s. I think it did at one point today. Amazon and Visa were probably the two stocks I was most excited for, and they just didn't cooperate with me today, unfortunately. So I'm still gonna keep an eye on them tomorrow morning, but I mean, they kind of sucked today, really. The credit cards and banks in general were kind of just teeter-tottering between weak and okay. Actually, this Apple just now broke into 42s, which I like. But that is really it for today. I will say, though, I'm going to be very cautious going into Apple tomorrow morning, only because it did pull this fake out on Thursday and burnt all the longs on Friday. I do see more conviction this time around. I see more dark pool buyers. I see more of a push here, but I'm still going to keep an eye on it. We did get into the 445s today, which is great because now that we're fading a little bit, a lot of people are going to go into tomorrow looking to dump those calls right to me. And this Google was weak today, unfortunately. Didn't really do a whole lot. It was up pretty nice at one point. Did it establish a new high today? Sorry. It did. It did break high, which we did forecast it to do. But after that, it lost just about everything. I kind of think that's going to stay right around here for now, unless it just breaks and falls off. But that's something we'll have to keep an eye on, too. And other than that, that's all I really have for you guys today. So I will